with your pal Zeke, and I appreciate you. Have I gone back to running? No, I haven't. Not yet.
Site Tsukumo was talking.
I might at some point.
This is Tsukumo. Yagami-shi, I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood. It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, you take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
I know. Okay, do it.
Well, I mean, you don't really need to speak to her for long. It doesn't really matter what you talk about, just as long as she picks up the phone. Wow, that's high tech right there. I just fucking tape them together. Oh, she's watching her coma son, the one who jumped off, pissed his pants and jumped off the building.
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata, from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should.
No, he doesn't have to dial that. Oh, I guess he does. You're right. It has to go out to her. I was gonna say the phone call is coming from Kitakawa, who is way on the other side of town, and to one of those phones. But yeah, the other phone has to be up and going.
Also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei.
I've read about your accomplishments. To think you'd become a vice minister.
Wow.
You never really know how things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman as virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some.
Can you imagine how much it would cost to maintain a coma patient in America? I bet Katie could tell you.
Asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
If you've been watching the news, you probably already heard.
Excuse me.
I'm a prime suspect for a crime. They think I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No.
Well, bitch, maybe it wouldn't be no, because I have dirt on you.
I know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion, then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound. Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusamoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
Jesus, Scott LaRock.
There's no way they could mobilize their people that quickly.
No, they're using arcade.
My guess, it's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
Yeah. There's soldiers on the ground.
It's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
Hey, look. It's a drone. It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it. Shoot it down.
You sure?
Just take it down.
No, this is
Hurry
Japan.
up.
We don't have guns. Oh, this one's fake.
Hey, what the fuck are you aiming at?
Sorry, it's a replica.
It's too small. Shit!
Damn, dude. How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone?
Dude, damn,
Where
dude.
the fuck is this Kuwana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look
Totally.
like Spec Ops?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
This is my second time, actually. I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
What the fuck?
We're done here.
Jesus Christ. I mean, beating them up, sure, that's fine. We all beat up children from time to time. But
That's
firing a
6
gun at
guns and
them.
only one gun between you by my count.
Who the fuck are you?
It was you guys in charge. I'm sure Kuwana would have had this whole thing
Tell Maggie to
solved a
keep
long
that.
time
Don't throw it
ago.
away. Beat him.
Oh, butthole tree, oh, butthole tree,
how smelly are your ass cracks? Your poop is green post taco night. It stinks so much it causes fights. Oh, butthole tree, how I just wish you'd sit on me. Yeah, the alert was changed there, J Lang. Tis the season. All right. I just hope he gets to keep the gun and pistol whip these guys with him. With it.
I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
Fucking knew he's gonna throw it away. God damn it.
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me.
It's not a
You
sub
guys
sound,
are
Scott.
RK's bottom rung, right?
It's a tip sound. 300 bits or $5
Well,
bucks.
I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all. Come on! We're taking this guy in, boys! Fuck him up!
For real?
Let's go. All right, I'm gonna let him win, so I can restart this fight with full health. I mean, if they choose to beat me up. Oh, there's a sledgehammer over there. Definitely gonna be using that. Okay.
Come on.
I don't know why they just don't give it to you right away. That guy's not dead at all. Oh, butthole tree, how smelly are your ass crack? Your poop is green post taco night. God damn it, I didn't even get to use the heat movie, broke it! Oh, butthole tree, how I just wish you'd sit on me. Yeah, love it. Oh, really? Okay. Is that little gonna hit me? Any other weapons around here? No, just a bunch of cones, huh? Okay.
Come on, bring it.
All right. So if I do by a wall, does it? I wonder if this counts. This counts as a wall, right? Nope. Damn it. Oh well. Thank you, JLC, for the bits, and Jay Lang for the bits as well. You guys are great. I appreciate you. That dude just shit his pants. You hear him? Oh no!
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
Oh, butthole
What did they
tree,
tell
oh,
you to do
butthole
once you
tree,
found
how
Kawa-
smelly are your ass cracks? Your poop is green post taco night. It stinks so much it causes fights. Oh, butthole tree, how I just wish you'd sit on me.
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt. Tell me, gentlemen, how would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security's game?
We're playing what game now?
Oh my
I
god.
suggest you quit RK while you can.
Can I
Go
talk
tell
to
your
someone
buddies
who's
to
not a
get them out
dipshit?
too. Otherwise,
In your
they'll keep you in the
organization?
dark, use you and toss you aside. And then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
Yes?
Pardon me.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Kusamoto, correct?
Sir, it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Come now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now?
Marlon
I'm afraid
Bondo.
Coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here.
A more
So let's
public-facing
not get
title.
bogged down with minor
They call
details.
me
It's in our
Jimmy
best
Two Shoes.
interests. I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
Oh, you already ordered pizza? Because
What is this?
where'd you get it
It's a
from?
question I need answered with some urgency, Kusamoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here.
Sir, that's a dick pic.
Shinya
Oh, sorry,
Kawai.
wrong one. I must have swiped on accident.
I believe there are
That's my
things
Tinder
you might
profile.
know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
Oh, there we go. Oh, finally. Okay. That was a longer-ish chapter. Previously on Lost
A
Judgment.
shadow looms over Yagami and Kuwana. Japan's National Intelligence Agency, Public Security, fixes its gaze on Reiko Kusamoto of the Ministry of Health. 5 years ago, Kuwana prompted her to take revenge on Shinya Kawai for pushing her son to the brink. Secrets can only lie dormant so long, and and upon their waking, chaos ensues.
Chapter 11, Undercover. Oh, undercover! Oh my god, he's the costumes! A few
Done it
days
again,
later.
Tsukumo. Can't believe you found it.
I figured Mitsuru Kusamoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry. That narrowed it down to just a few locations. Then I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep. Reiko Kusamoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years, even after she became vice minister. If you gentlemen want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
But Yagami, you seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusamoto to turn herself in?
Well, I'm gonna try at least.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it, nobody else would have needed to pay for it. Like Sawa-sensei.
Yeah. You're right.
And if she confesses to killing Kawhi, public security will run out of reasons to keep defending RK. So in theory, that should free up the police to pursue Soma about Sawa-sensei.
Totally agree with you there.
But Kowana-san's against that, right? Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
So, you're just gonna show up? You do know she's probably surrounded by public security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Prepared? How?
Spike Spiegel
Just
comment
leave it to us.
got me a little bit.
Yagami-san, I gotta go get ready. Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
See ya.
Hey.
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
You got any old acquaintances in RK? Think you can find out where Soma and Akatsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that?
Good point.
I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. Watch your back. If they find out you're spying on them, they won't like it.
I'll be ready, like the professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
I'm still on the phone.
Turns out he's got extra
can
time
hear
on his
you.
hands.
Why don't you hire him at your office, Yagami-shi?
Dude,
I'll
right,
talk
Purple
about that
King?
with Kaido-san
Cowboy
once
Bebop
he
live action.
recovers.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Anyway,
It's really
sorry,
good.
Tsukumo, but we have to take Sukiura from you again.
Why start apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
I should have Tojo University Hospital and convinced Reiko to turn herself in. Oh, I gotta convince her to do that? That sounds good. That sounds totally doable. We know Kitakawa-sensei, please don't speak. Your phone is compromised by public security. So they know my secret recipe for Eggs Benedict?
What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
We'll take a few laps around the block and then drop you back off at the hospital.
The secret is
Sorry,
the eggs.
We just need a bit of your time.
Very well.
The secret is I make it with real Benedict.
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of ours. We know about Mitsuru-kun, and we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across
Yeah, huh?
So I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth. In your own words.
Say it. Say it, Chad. Go ahead.
Shinya Kawai,
I give you permission. Say
how
it.
you carried out his murder.
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
The other day you received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes
Thank
by
you,
the name
Ingenga.
Koana now, and works as a handyman in Ijincho. He made that call because we needed to confirm something.
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by public security.
Public security, you say?
Is she surprised at all? Or maybe she already had a hunch.
As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the cellular providers. Unless you're public security, who could pull something like that off in secret.
You're goddamn right I did, Vex Cheese.
And that's what you are now after Koana. Do you understand, Kusamoto-san? You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up house, tackling the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
I have more than a few enemies. I'm well aware of that. And I have no doubt public security would comply with them. To be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo. The establishment is made up of various powers which control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you implying it's public security's job to loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos.
Chaos!
But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable. In that regard, public security's role is to stabilize and maintain the state, even while bound by constraints. In other words, the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
I guess there's bullying among adults in high places, too.
Yeah. Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
An active duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves, what would Reiko Kusamoto have done to her son's bully? I'm guessing that's what prompted public security to make their move. As the details of Ihara's case came to light, a group of thugs calling themselves RK started looking for Shinya Kawai, all to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago, probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
Naturally, she wasn't going to divulge any secrets, having just met me, and I don't have enough evidence to make her talk.
Even after finding out Kawhi disappeared, public security still had to verify it. But if they found out you were involved, that'd be a win for them. They'd finally know Reiko Kusamoto's weakness.
How?
While watching the story unfold, I really had to ponder the question: is this death or any death justified? I had a poll earlier in the chat saying, did the bully get what he deserved? The one that Ihara cut his throat, and it was 65% said no. So 2/3 of the people are like, nah, and 1/3 was like, oh yeah.
Long are you going to keep talking?
As public security figured out, the bullying cases involving Toshiro Ihara and your son share a common link. That link being Sawa-sensei. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and Toshiro Ihara's teacher. Not only that, she was also linked to Ihara's murder victim, Hikoshiba. She was his master teacher.
Me too, Soul Slicer.
So not long after
Me
the
too,
murder,
honestly.
RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her.
But I'd fall on the no side.
They suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Then Soma steps in, with his professional interrogation skills, to beat and scare her into spilling everything. Kusamoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues?
No,
He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
That he didn't.
Kawana
He
and I
didn't
are
deserve to
competitors
die.
for a temporary ceasefire. We're not colleagues.
And also didn't deserve to die the way he did. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm of the mind that, like, I wouldn't straight up murder anybody for, any reason other than, to save my own life or to save another life. Like, I would never kill somebody as a punishment. She's been flustered since I mentioned Sawa-sensei's name. This is my chance to ask a question I can't ask anyone else. Get on her good
How's your
side.
son doing now?
How's your kid?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last 13 years.
I see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
Okay.
Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you. Because if all they wanted was to eliminate you, some kind of accident would be easily arranged.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? And do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the Health Ministry's jurisdiction.
Pension fund?
What?
An independent agency
Money?
within the ministry manages the National Pension Fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
Wow.
What?
And certain groups want to take bigger risks with that
That's
money
$1.6
in order to
billion,
generate more profit.
roughly.
In
give or
other
take,
words, they
depending on
want
the
the
exchange
health
rate.
ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble. They believe that's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy and secure the future of this country.
I mean, would it work?
Of course, if the gamble actually pays off. But if we lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years. That's why the health ministry...
I had a
manages
feeling it
those
was going to
funds
take a turn
conservatively.
like this. Like it was gonna be like government cover up, conspiracy, whatever. And I'd rather keep it like smaller than that. Like I don't want it to be about money.
Even if it means the returns are lower.
Okay.
Oh, hey Julia, thank you.
Starting to understand now.
You're the bestest.
You do? Don't leave me in the dust, Yagami-san.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer money to save the economy, they need a change of management. And here's Kusamoto-san, head of the office, and she's beyond the control of even the ministers. Her position has the power to take action, to override the way the pension fund is managed. But not only does Kusamoto-san have the power, she has the support of the people. If a new vice minister were to try it, they'd be stopped cold by the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they could blame the whole thing on Kusamoto-san anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. But wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
She's been flustered since I mentioned Sawa Sensei. Oh, I keep reading the same thing over and over. It's always about the money and power. It's the nature of humanity and organized society. Ouroboros, not the first part of the game. First part of the game was all motivated by revenge, which is so much more fun to watch and talk about and act on than money. You know? All right, tell me about Kawai's murder. How'd you kill the guy?
I have to ask you about Shinya Kawai.
Yeah.
You killed him 5 years ago.
Kawana said you were there.
Your own hands, didn't you? I understand what your feelings must be towards Kawai, but was that really the only answer?
If you've spoken to Kitakata-sensei, then you must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They put on their sad faces, and they came to visit Mitsuru at the hospital. But looking back on it now, I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. In fact, that's what they were checking on. And what did I do? I bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video. That's when I knew that those kids going unpunished was wrong.
And your solution was to pull them into the quagmire? Make them accomplices in murdering Kawai?
If you already know so much, what more do you need to ask?
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. Far away. If public security has their sights on him, his capture is not a question of if, but when. He's in danger if he remains in the country. And once public security has him, they will extract everything he knows.
You mean he'd be tortured?
Yes. Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. And as for me...
They would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
Yep.
Most likely. They'd gamble away the taxpayers' money, and I'd never purge the corruption in the health ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusamoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later.
Her voice,
And then he showed me that
the voiceover voice actor is good
he
too.
said,
I like hers. They nailed a couple of the older voices,
they deserved to be punished.
which is not like
That it was the only way to get
not
closure.
the norm. Usually they have
Took
young
him
people
up
trying
on
to
it.
do old, and that
But you of all
sucks.
people should have known better.
True.
Or it
You're right
sounds
about
like that at least.
I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho, where I'd heard Kuwai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kuwai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually.
Hold on. What did I miss something? Oh, Kawhi came to her in tears. Hold on a second. When did Kamurocho, where I heard Kawhi was working at a girl bar. After Mitsuru jumped that day, Kawhi came to me in tears. I hadn't seen him in all that time. Oh, she's talking before she came up to him. Like, as she was walking in, if he would have recognized her. Okay, that's the part I missed. Okay. But he didn't. Like, as she was walking up, he didn't freeze. He didn't, like, recognize nothing. She had to tell him, and that pissed her off. Okay.
When he saw me, he took me for some
You're welcome, Zuckus.
cougar on the prowl for young men. If you got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he
I'm
said.
itching to play right now.
All those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce. But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that. That was it. That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him. And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kuwana said something similar. But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that
Oh,
Sawa-san?
Oh, bringing out the
You and
big
Kuwana
guns,
congratulate
dude.
yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another. Someone innocent always pays the price. I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself. This phone isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in.
I know a good lawyer. He's kind of an incel and a little annoying, but he's a damn good
That's
lawyer.
all I had to say. We're back.
Five Imperial and 6 Assassins. It's a good comp, man. Really good comp.
Right here okay, Yagami-san?
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Kuwana. Need to tell him I met with Reiko Kusamoto.
he's gonna be pissed, you know? He's gonna try to rip you a new one.
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
You sure? Because I'll totally take you up on that.
You know what the surprising choice for this game would be? Is if we didn't fight. Oh. How am I doing on... what? Oh, I gotta... Okay. So I could use another stamina. Wasn't there a store right here? I thought there was. What? Oh, let me get your sword. Don't break it. Oh, God damn it. I love this. Oh, just kidding. Oh. It said near a wall. Okay, am I not reading that right? It said... No. X boost. Oh, you gotta run and with an enemy in your wall. Okay. Right, okay. That wasn't it, I don't think. That's a different one, too. Oh, well.
That all you got?
I gotta look at him, huh?
Come on. That all you got? Come on. Bring it. That all you got? I'm not even warmed up yet. That all you got? Come on. Bring it.
Have I done the low HP ground one, which is that in this one, the abilities here? Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, the fucking punch him. Yeah, I did that one. Oh, I need to be grabbed for that reversal. I've done that many times. Did that one. Can only be done during an X boost. You just have it's a wall smash. While running during X boost, press triangle by an enemy near a wall. That's not it, right? That's not it. Wow, those guys. While their back is to a wall, like, I want to try it. Nope. Oh well.
Can't stay down.
That one's just a bitch.
Look who we have here. Haven't seen your mug in a while.
Yeah, I haven't
It's
seen
only
your
been
mug
2
in
or 3
like
days. Where's Koana?
Oh, that's right. There was a few
How's
like a
that
few
quick?
days later.
Did you freak out if he was right behind you?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Ah.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusamoto. I told her to turn herself in for murdering Kawhi 5 years ago.
You what?
What did she have to say about that?
But she had no sins to atone for.
She wasn't into it. Imagine that.
Look, what do you think you're doing? Her part in this is done. Don't drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel? They probably think you killed their daughter. And they don't know why, or if justice will be served. Do they have to suffer like that? All without even knowing the truth? Would Sawa-sensei want that? You talk about justice, but she keeps getting left out. You aren't even trying when it comes to her.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusamoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the fact Mitsuru tried to jump to his death. And she's not sure how to feel about killing Kawhi. Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawhi. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it.
So we gotta find the body?
Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
Yep.
Even if she did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't think for a second that you're getting a pass here. You've killed, what, 7 people now? Do you even hesitate anymore?
I mean 8, but one of them was a kid, so like 7.5, let's call it.
You sure you were a real fucking lawyer?
My colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by then, I'll probably be going by a different name, maybe even a different look.
You're just gonna keep doing this? Did Sawa-sensei sacrifice mean nothing to you?
Is that the only thing keeping you around? Truth be told, I don't think exposing everything is even in Sawa's best interest.
What?
Huh?
Sawa-kun herself felt guilty. I just sent you the proof.
What is this? An audio file?
After Ahara-san lost in court,
What was the giveaway?
She called me. I recorded our conversation.
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen.
Oh, she told him the same story she told me.
And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever. Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes. And then I played it for Ahara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
You mean in-game time, or how many hours like streaming?
Ahara's heart because you didn't want to be
probably
alone.
vastly different.
You know, I've heard that bullying is almost instinctive. That's why people who do it never stop. I mean, think about it.
Not really
Would you
true.
stop cleaning the toilet just because it'll
I've
be
known a few
filthy
bullies that
again?
have
Somebody's
amended their
always
ways.
gotta get his hands dirty.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
If it means I can prevent another Mitsuru Kusamoto...
Yeah, this is chapter 11 of
yes,
13.
I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished for all to see. I wish the law would do its job. Because deep down, I don't want to do any of this.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Koana.
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me. And call it justice.
I don't trust anybody who tucks their fucking jeans into their
Thought
boots.
you guys were gonna start another fight. It was a bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Well, when that time comes, take it anywhere but here.
All right, we get it. You don't want your fucking lawn furniture damaged. That you got at fucking Walmart for 20 bucks a set. Totem pole man, 2 motherfucking gears, baby.
Show me your butthole!
Do it.
Show me your butthole!
That's what you do for 2 years. You show me your butthole. I don't make the rules. Actually, I do. Send me a picture of your butthole. I have an email. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, pardon me. Nice jacket.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
You're welcome. Thank you. God damn it. Stop running into things. All right. So, I will show you. I'm going to do a save here. I am at 22 hours, almost exactly, in game time. Corvin Chi with 16 months. Thank you, Corvin Chi. And also, I'm not doing almost any side stuff. I did a little bit of dancing. I did the golf, but that's it.
It's Shirosaki.
It is not tank
Are you in
controls.
Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yeah. Is this about Ahara's trial?
Yes. Regarding the appeal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us. Off the record.
Off the record? What do you mean?
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ahara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really going to hold the line on it being a deep fake?
That's quite possible.
The side stuff
Which
is
is
fun.
why
Oh, I
we
have no
need
doubt
to
it's
stay
fun,
in the
but
courthouse conference
it's either
I'm sorry for the short
forget the
notice,
side
but
stuff and
could you
finish the
join us?
game, or
of course I'll
do
be
some
there.
side stuff and then stop the game
Thank you
without,
very much.
you know, seeing the end.
No need to rush. There's still plenty of time.
There's no
Just
way I'm playing
be
this
sure you're
for
there,
more than
please.
one more day, max. I mean, think of it like this. You go to work, and for this week of work, we're going to pay you half of what you normally make. But you have an option of not, like, you know, switching jobs and making what you made before. So it's like, I mean, but you really like the job, so maybe you do take half the money for a week or whatever. And that's kind of what's happening here. I'm like, I like this game enough that I'm gonna finish it up. Mr. Whiskey Dick, 39. Not quite nice. 30 less than nice, but still nice all the same. My job takes half my soul every week. Hey man, I used to work at the post office, dude. I get that. It was a very well-paying job, but boy, oh boy, was it soul-sucking. 10 to 12 hours per day in a warehouse with machines buzzing the whole really loud the whole time for 13 days in a row with like 1 or 2 days off in the middle there because I was casual labor, not full-time. That was the most soul-sucking like drone of a job I've ever had. And it wasn't like fun work. It was taking mail, like pieces of mail, and putting them in a bin for 12 hours. It was like good paying, but fuck, man, it was like I felt like a zombie. Who got it timed out? Alethea? Someone says Alethea got to go in the naughty. All right, bye. Oh no, I can't do that. That's right, I got to do it. Oh yes, I can. Never mind, I can do it. All right, there you go, Alethea. That's courtesy of Phantom Jr.
So what you're saying is, Yui Mamiya was not a victim of sexual battery, but rather she conspired with Akihiro Ehara to fake a murder alibi.
Oh, and you do bring up a good point, Purple King. It depends on how much I make, honestly. If I make plenty either way, and I enjoy the less lucrative thing more, I'd go with the thing I enjoy more. Yeah, and that's why I'm doing it. Like, I'll be fine. I'm not, like, worried about, like there are little, like, those little, like, little voices in your head going, like, your channel's dying, dude. It is dead. This game is killing your channel. It'll never recover. I mean, there is that, like, voice, like, you know, it's not super loud or prevalent, but, you know, it's like, you gotta stay on top, dude. You gotta stay on top. You can't, like, let your fucking numbers dip for too long or else you're done, you know? So there is that, like, thing going on, but, like, that's why I'm sticking with it, because it's not, like, detrimental to my financial situation. But, you know, if I can get through this and then, you know, get the hype and numbers back, like, I'll do that. That's cool.
We've already closed the book on that ordeal, yet now the defense wants to write a sequel?
And also CD Ramathon's coming up, and that's a month of just good numbers, usually.
To establish the defendant's motive in the harassment, we need to bring the Mikoshiba murder to light. The groping itself was staged. It was all part of their script, right down to the guilty verdict.
It sounds like the defendant has some strong hostility for the court.
Ihara got the court to accept his murder alibi by twisting the legal process to his own ends. It was easy to miss, because at the time, Mikoshiba's body hadn't been found yet. But we have to admit that we all got duped.
Yes, Andrew, that is correct. The numbers are down all over. That is true.
You're a detective.
But mine, like...
Yagami-sensei still has a license to practice.
Forget what I said if it offended you, prosecutor.
It's lower than the seasonal slump.
My superiors always told me that in his youth, your Genda-sensei was a difficult man. He'd insist his clients were innocent, persisting even in the face of conviction. He was hostile to the prosecution, and was known to fraternize with Kamurocho Yakuza. But it was his sheer disrespect that made my boss hate him.
Damn. You sure know an awful lot about Genda-sensei.
Because I honestly can't say I like him. He treated me like a child when I was starting out.
I'll tell you this. There's no higher praise for the defense than being called difficult by the prosecution.
Genda-sensei was worried about Sayori-san's career. I guess he fought the prosecution just as hard back in the day. Indeed. Yo, JLC popping in there with 5 gifted subs! Woo!
What are you doing, step bro?
What are you doing gifting me those subs, step bro? Thank you, JLC, for gifting out subs too. Spider Ace, Nero Dalla Angelo, Hey Marissa, Bombs, and, or Bohm, maybe the S isn't pronounced, and Bobby Bean.
Hail, Berserkers!
Appreciate that. Also, Hot Spicy Poutine with 1 year, 3 stripes on the shield. Welcome back. All right. What animal would Zeke VTuber be? Bear. Bear would be a good one, yeah. Totally see me being a bear. Or like a Wolverine. Not like Wolverine, hey bub, but like an actual Wolverine. I guess Sarah-san picked up some of that attorney spirit from Genda himself.
Now, if we can get back on track, can we
Phantom
confirm
Ginger.
the defendant himself
Sorry to
has
hear that.
agreed to the appeal?
Glad you're here.
Yes.
Glad I can provide some
But if
entertainment.
Ehara really committed the murder, why would he agree to his alibi being scrutinized?
Ahara's objective isn't to get away with murder.
Warthog, too.
And what is he after?
All right.
Making a mockery of the legal system.
Here we go.
Then it'd be best not to pay him any attention.
And you'd be right. If your priority is saving face in front of the court rather than preserving fairness in the law.
Boom!
You've got a real attitude.
Boom, bitch! On my levels, get to something
Sorry,
deeper than your mom's asshole.
Hail Berserker.
Nice. Oh, hey!
So, with this appeal, the defense wants to
The,
assert the defendant's innocence by establishing his guilt in a murder.
Wait, before we go on, who is this?
Security, the CIA guys.
He's from the Metropolitan Police. Considering Ehara was on the force, he has a vested interest here. He's not here to participate, don't worry.
What is it called again?
Police
Security?
can't afford to be embarrassed any further. We need to send the right message to the public.
Can we have your name, please?
The name is Bondo.
He
Your
loves
title?
saying that. He loves saying his name.
Think of me as a kind of police coordinator. But don't let me interrupt the proceedings. Forget I'm even here. Please, continue.
Hideme Bondo, Public Security Coordinator. Yep.
So much for this meeting being off the record.
Allow me to restate the prosecution's opinion to the judge. We cannot allow the murder footage to be used as new evidence in Akihiro Ehara's appeal. It's nothing but an online hoax of unknown origin. We can't just casually...
I forgot his first name. Can you tell me what his first name is?
Furthermore,
I was writing other shit down.
Ehara bears such hostility towards the
Totally
court,
forgot.
the footage might end up being a trap.
Or his last name.
Trap.
Yes. What if the next viral video proves
that's
the
his first
original
name.
footage was doctored? What if the proceedings have already begun by then? Do we drop the appeal and call it a day? We cannot allow a man like Ehara to swing the court around by its nose at his
Hey,
whims.
Gammy, thank you.
With that in mind, I believe Ehara's conviction should be upheld and enforced. Would the defense care to comment? Did you think any of this through before filing this appeal?
Yes.
Well, usually what they use their last name, right? Their family name as their name. But so every once in a while, if someone's familiar with them, they'll use their first name, and it throws me the fuck off. So I want to get their first and last names down because I've run into that problem before. Poutine HSP, give the sub to Phantom Ginger. Welcome back, Ginge.
We aim to prove the defendant's innocence, no matter what your objections may be.
Demi, that's right, with a D, not a D.
What about you?
What do I think about Ehara's appeal? How do I answer him?
We will prove Ahara's innocent of sexual battery. We have all the evidence we need.
Huh. You mean the murder video? You're no better than the public. You believe everything you read online. Is there any real proof that the video isn't fake? Or are you trying to set a precedent for court sentences to hinge on dubious videos?
True, the prosecution might have a point here, Yagami-san.
What?
The murder footage may not have shown Ehara-san assaulting anyone, but that alone doesn't prove him innocent.
Oh, right. Then,
Oh,
What is
God.
this nonsense?
I'm looking like an idiot.
Ehara's guilty verdict was wrong. We don't think there was enough evidence at the first trial to result in that verdict.
There was fiber from the victim's underwear found on Ehara's hand.
That was a trick.
Boom.
It was set up with
Gotcha.
cooperation from the victim.
There is no evidence it was a trick. Are you saying Yui Mamiya and Ehara met beforehand? Is there proof of that? Was there perhaps any security footage we didn't see?
No, the station erases the footage from their cameras after a few days if there's no need to keep it.
Right. But if there's even a chance Ehara and Mamiya were a team, the underwear fiber proves nothing. What were the other deciding factors? Security footage? The smartphone videos we kept seeing on TV?
It had a blind spot and
Those
you
don't
know
prove
it.
the crime either, because there was a huge time gap in them.
And a time gap.
What?
We've done enough legwork to know.
In the security footage that supposedly proved Ihara's guilt, there was a big gap. What was it? That.
Did you walk around the site with your own 2 feet, prosecutor?
Or did you walk around them with somebody else's feet that you cut off them and put on your feet because
But I
they're
have
bigger?
been to Shinjuku
You have
Station
small feet
plenty
and you're
of
embarrassed
times.
about that.
Then you must know they have a mountain of security.
Sorry, I blacked out. What
covering
just
every
happened?
angle. But if you went there to look carefully, you'd find there are some blind spots. That's Ehara running, while Mamiya chases after her. It seems as though the whole chase is recorded, but this area in dotted lines is a blind spot no camera saw. That's the momentary gap in time where Ehara and his double switched places.
The victim was running right behind Ehara. She
Exactly,
would have
Purple
noticed if
King.
they swapped places right in front of her eyes.
Oh, but she knew about the swap all along. They were all in on it from the start.
Can you prove that?
We don't have to prove the defendant is innocent, Takano-san.
What?
All we have to prove is that the evidence provided by the prosecution at the trial was insufficient to determine guilt. Because that's the role of the defense counsel.
I'm a lawyer, you forget. Don't forget I'm a lawyer
The
and a detective.
prosecution can't debunk any and all possibility that the train groping was a put-up job, and it's innocent until proven guilty.
Then the defense should have brought it up the first time. Although I doubt Shirosaki-sensei actually believed in the defendant's innocence herself.
I don't know if this is all a moot point if the guy in jail doesn't want this to happen. It seems like you can't go for a retrial or a appeal if the person accused doesn't want it. So I don't know if that's the way it works or not.
The guilty verdict at the trial was orchestrated by the defendant. It was our error not to have seen it at the time, but it would be another not to correct ourselves now.
Stop being so dramatic. He's just a subway perv.
Oh, he said he would?
That is
Oh, I
a
must have missed that.
I cannot abide. The law
Oh, he
can't
agreed to
give
an
the
appeal.
impression that a false
Oh.
charge is permissible, even for a subway perv.
Now, hold on. How the fuck did I miss that? Oh, he said he won't admit to murder, but they can appeal. Okay. That makes more sense, because I'm like, so he agreed that he was like, no, go ahead, try me for murder, be my guest. Like, that seemed weird, but if he said he wouldn't admit to the murder, then, okay, that makes more sense. So do whatever you want, right? Yeah.
Right. I take that back. I misspoke.
Oh, and that's why he agreed. That's right. I remember that. Totally remember now. He agreed to it because he wants to do the this whole court is out of order. Fuck, this legal system is terrible. And he wants everyone in the legal system to look bad. And he was like, go ahead, appeal.
I believe this case is worth a trial in the appeal court. If the court was misled by a hostile defendant, then only the court can correct it.
I remember that now.
Thank you very much.
However, I too have seen Ihara-san's murder footage. I believe it would be difficult to introduce it as evidence in this trial. Therefore, I cannot allow it to be brought into the courtroom at this time.
Fuck. Can't use the murder footage to flip the guilty verdict. We can't even bring it to court. Dude, listen, Rowdy Cookie said, I was a cop for several years, makes stuff like this hard to get into, and I hate it. A judge wouldn't go for anything that the defense is saying right now. And I live with someone who's in the medical profession. Katie was a respiratory therapist for many, many years, so she has a lot of problems with anything dealing with medical situations in television stuff. Anytime they use those defibrillator paddles, she like grinds her teeth. She's like, you don't use the defibrillator on a person whose heart has stopped. You do compressions. I was under the impression, like I'm sure many of you are, that the defibrillator, the shock paddles, those were for restarting a heart. Incorrect. Did not know. It's for getting a heart back in rhythm. That's for an arrhythmic heart. If the heart is stopped, the only way to get it going again, well, one of the ways, the best way to get it going again is to do compressions, to physically pump the heart. And that's what that is. When you're doing those like chest compressions, you're pumping for the heart. If the heart is stopped, this shocking it won't do shit. So yeah, and most defibrillators these days aren't paddles, they're little stickums. And they have sensors. The computer or the thing that actually does the shocking won't let you unless it's a good time, like it's proper time to do it. Like it'll like have a readout or a voice saying like, not yet, nope, can't shock him yet, not the right time. Worked for Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein was a put together piece of monstrous, you know what, I could go on for years about, you know, the argument about Frankenstein and lightning and stuff, but I don't want, let's not do that here. Hey, Bix Bro! Thank you for the 50 months. I appreciate you. Big Fitty.
Sorry, son. Think you've got this covered?
Huh?
I'll poke my head in at the office later.
Very well. We'll be expecting you.
Yeah, it'll say like continue compressions.
From public security?
The defibrillator.
I don't recall saying my department. But yeah, that's right.
Do you know Reiko Kusamoto, the vice minister at the Ministry of Health?
Of course.
Any particular reason she's under constant surveillance?
A rather bold question, isn't it?
It's just you and me here.
I see you know how to cut to the chase, Yagami-sensei.
Okay. At this point, there's no way a guy from public safety can show up and not be related to Reiko.
Ahara's trial can't be that important.
Kusamoto.
So I have to figure I'm the reason you showed up. You want to know where Koana is, don't you? Were you finally forced to get off your ass because nobody else can get eyes on him?
Koana, otherwise known as Yu Kitakata, is wanted on suspicion of murder. If you know where he is, please do tell.
Wanted for murder? Huh. Because you know, I thought it was RK acting on your order.
All right, Sea-Lion, have fun.
Sawa-sensei. You think you can hide that fact forever? Even the cops in the field have their suspicions.
Do they? Well, the cubicle workers always resent the corner offices. Officers in the field complain about their superiors. I did the same thing back in my day.
You're absolutely correct, Ratty Cookie.
Then
She
why
said
did
that
you
too.
use thugs as your pawns instead of officers? Is that
When doing chest compressions, you have to pump the heart. And in order for the heart to contract like as a muscle, you have to get through the fucking rib cage. So you have to fucking push. And a lot of times you will crack ribs.
that how Sawa-sensei got roped into this?
I'm afraid I'm not following.
It's rare when you see someone on a film or TV doing compressions that's actually pushing hard enough. And a lot of times, forgive them because they can't, because they're doing it on a real actor, and that would fucking hurt. So we got to give them forgiveness because, you know, real compressions would, like, you know, they'd be going, ah, fuck, ow. But if they're doing it on like a dummy or, you know, something like that, and they're not pushing hard enough, that they got to really push in there. No doubt about it, he's the one controlling RK. At the very least, he's one of the guys giving orders to Soma.
You knew it was going to be a dirty job from the beginning. That's why you couldn't use anybody on the force. Or maybe you just weren't able to find an underling you could fully trust.
That's a good one.
Public security's only tricks are surveillance and call tracing. You leave the dirty work to the thugs.
That may be true, but it's enough to crush the likes of you.
Is it though? Because I beat up a lot of thugs and kids.
I'm gonna ask just in case. Where is Soma now?
Hand over Koana to me and there will be no more victims.
What?
Do you have a reason to protect him? I already know he's going around executing bullies. He's a disturbance to public order.
But he wasn't the one who killed Sawa-sensei.
I didn't come here to argue.
Thank you, Rowdy Cookie, for the 4 months and for the CPR if I need it. It's Chinatown, Jake. What's my next move? They're looking for Koana. What should I do? Wander around. I will plan the next moves. That is so weird, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, why doesn't Yagami always record everything every conversation he has? Noodle Dial. That's a great point. Could they be arcade? They're practically showing off how much they're watching me. Is this public security's plan to put pressure on me? When was the last time he changed clothes? Never. Like, has not done that.
Yagami-san, was everything okay back there? That man, Bondo,
Totally
I knew something was off about him. Is he one of the men behind RK?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He was trying to find out where Koana was.
I see. That reminds me, Hoshino-kun seems to have heard some rumors about RK.
All right, incel boy, your time to shine. Show me what you got.
Hoshino-kun, did you pick up what the word is on RK?
Yeah. One of the bosses, Akutsu, came back to Kamurocho yesterday.
He's back?
He's number 2 in the group, isn't he?
Number 2.
So he would probably know about Soma. Know where he is?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, Yagami-san, but RK owns some of the cabaret clubs in Kamurocho.
Cabaret!
And Akutsu manages.
Let's go to the cabaret club!
If a girl makes a lot of sales, or if she becomes a rising star in the club, Akutsu apparently gives that girl a bonus. Personally.
How do you know this stuff, Hoshino-kun?
Oh, God. She's going undercover again. If he gives her the bonus personally, we got a lady who has experience with that.
Our clients come from all walks of life in Kamurocho, cabaret girls included.
So to sum it all up, a popular girl has a chance to meet Akutsu?
That's right, Daria.
But this week nobody was getting that chance. Until yesterday. Which is how I figured out Akutsu is back in Kamurocho. He must have been in Yokohama.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But where exactly in Kamurocho is he?
That's the part I don't know. RK bosses never sleep in the same place twice. Gotta keep the cops off their trail.
Yo, solipsist, you got a
Despite
big,
the risk,
fat, gold
Akutsu
badge.
reaches out to popular girls.
Show me your butthole!
Hey, I'm not even mad. In fact, I'm up for the challenge.
Yes!
Awesome, Sari-san. If you can rock the cabaret gig again, you can hook Akutsu.
It'd be an undercover mission to infiltrate RK. Super risky, but
damn if I don't want to see Saori-san transform one more time. I can't help it.
What the hell's gotten into you?
Good lord.
Are there any bars we know for sure that RK owns?
There is. You remember Queen Rouge, the place Saori-san snuck into a long time ago? RK recently took over the management there.
Queen Rouge. What about the owner? Still the same guy?
Yep, he's still there. One of the original employees. Only thing is, it used to be a classy spot, but they've cut a lot of corners. The vibe has probably changed a lot.
Really? Well, maybe that means I can afford to go.
Get some, Ganda!
I want to go too.
Get some, Papala!
This is no time to be idiots.
Okay, well, sorry, son, you'll need the whole makeover again. I can take point on that.
Yeah, dude.
No need, I'll be fine.
Huh?
Just the other day, Mari-san and I figured out what kind of makeup goes over well with RK. I'll just go with that.
With Mari? Well, counterpoint, I think a man might know better what men like.
With all due respect, don't judge what you haven't seen.
Oh, really?
Yep. All right, 1 second. I gotta pee. Alright. Sorry about that. Just snuck up on me a little bit ago. Alright. Uh-oh. Am I about to step on a landmine? Should I just leave it up to them? No U-322 shells. I did not wash my hands because my hands are dirtier than my penis. So if anything, I dirtied my penis with my hands. I should wash my penis, but that takes a long time. Because it's so big. Get it? It's so big. Anyway. I should wash my hands before I pee. You're right. What do you think? Nah, I'll leave it to you.
Okay, I'll leave it to you,
I'll leave it to you.
son.
I trust you.
Should have just kept my mouth shut.
Believe me, I'm not one to
What you
boast,
doing?
but I'm confident my efforts are in the best interest of the mission.
Doing, little Bill? Hanging out.
That's the spirit. With
That's
Saori
the
Kun here,
spirit.
Genda Law will have its doors open for another 20 years.
True. And we've got Yagami-san's wisdom, too.
All right, should we get on with the mission?
Let's do this.
The Cherry Hair Salon. There's still a little more time until the makeup's done. Just get ready to deal with any issues. Okay. I have all of my healums. Yep, we're all full. Okay, cool. I'm all ready. Here she goes. Here she goes again. Whoa. Oh, they just stuck with the same outfit I gave her before, huh? The randomized outfit. Bamming, bam, bam.
Oh, wow. That is nice.
You can thank Mari-san.
And if you really look, like when she's in her demure, like lawyer get up, if you really look like I do, she got big titties. Like they're not just pumping them up for this like whole whatever hostess thing. Like she got big titties like in that outfit as well. So like they're it's good little attention to detail I can appreciate.
It's perfect. I'm really impressed.
'Cause, 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 'cause,
Fine. Well then, shall we head over to Queen Bruges?
Oh, while you were doing your makeup, I talked to the owner about you coming in. Like Hoshino-kun said, there's apparently a system in place where a girl with great sales potential gets the attention of Akutsu.
I understand. Basically, I just have to aim to be number one at the bar, right?
How confident are you?
It is the hostess minigame.
I can't make any guarantees, but I'll give it my all.
I wonder if it's similar or different.
Then I'm with you all the way.
I'm excited to find out. Shout out to Queen Rouge. I can do this. I've gone undercover there before.
Watch out, son.
Oh, it's me. Oh. I didn't realize I was controlling Saori. There we go. No, you can, camera, you can stay right there. That's good. That's a good angle there. Where are you going? Where are you going, boys? She does have like a plod to her walk, doesn't she? She's like, boom, boom, boom. Like she takes heavy footsteps. Hey, I just robbed that guy. I bumped into him and I picked his pocket.
I pass by this place sometimes, but it's been a while since I've been inside.
The owner remembered you from last time. He said he wished you were there every night instead of just one.
The undercover cabaret girl of his dreams returns.
Oh, take this before you go. It's a wireless
ecstasy.
earpiece.
Oh,
if you end up going somewhere with Akutsu, I can use it to communicate.
Is that Molly?
I'll be there in a flash if things go even remotely south.
Got it. I know you have my back, Yagami-san.
You bet. Good luck then.
Oh! Saori-san! Yeah, it's you! Yeah, looking at you takes me back to better days. You are a cut above, a sight for sore eyes.
Nice to see you again. Have you been well?
Wow, they put the soap opera lighting on her, huh? Excuse me.
Last time you were here, we were a good place. But times have only gotten tougher. Now, we're just a fast and cheap dive bar with mediocre service.
Yes, I heard a bit about that.
Keep this on the down low, but the former owner lost a bet in Mahjong. So we sold the bar. We're under RK's management now.
Oh, what?
Ever since they took over, we're just
You
like
don't
every
say.
other CD place.
Not
We
the
don't
Queen
even make a
Rogue.
profit unless we're shuffling people in and out, which of course impacts the girls' performance.
But I hear the girls with promise catch the eye of the RK members.
Haha! So you already know about that. Yes, RK treats people well who treat their bottom line well. If they notice a special girl, they'll give her a bonus to show their generosity. Or maybe Akutsu-san just wants to drink with cute girls.
My true goal is to find out the location of RK's underboss, Akutsu. Becoming the #1 girl in the bar is just incidental. This isn't about having a good time. I may be dressed up, but I'm still working
Where
a
do
job
girls
here.
usually meet up with Akutsu-san?
No particular location. Just depends on his mood, I guess. Haha! But you have your eye on that bonus, I see. Well, if anyone could get it, it's you, Saori-san. I'm rooting for you.
So you got that your eye on that bonus.
Can you hear me, Saori-san?
Yes.
So you got in okay.
Crash test, I did it for you. You're welcome.
Don't get a call for support.
Support?
Yeah, so in case you meet Akutsu, we'll be ready to pounce on him. But you'll be on your own until then.
Starting now, I'm #1 at this bar. First rule in customer service is to heap praise on the guest. You can do this, sorry, even if it were my own father sitting there, I must praise him until he becomes putty in my hands. Oh, God.
So,
What are
you
you
the new
doing,
girl the manager brought in?
You're kind of older than I thought you'd be.
The older the berry, the sweeter the fist.
Nice to meet you.
What club were you at before this?
Oh, I'm usually an office worker, but I worked here once about 2 years ago.
What, so you just come back whenever you feel like it, like some part-time gig?
That's pretty
Really?
common for strippers.
You treat this job like it's a cakewalk and expect us not to be offended?
Oh, point taken. So, I guess tonight I should sit back and watch the professionals show me how it's done?
What? Are you dissing us?
What is this,
You
1996?
can haze new girls, but if they give it back, you lose your cool.
Excuse me?
Now. You can't scowl like that when customers are here to have a good time.
You little... Wow. I thought you were just another snob, but you've got barbed wire where it counts. Megu! You're gonna let a...
You know, it's one of those little things that bothers me when anyone says barbed wire. It's barbed. Because it has barbs on it. It is a barbed wire.
New chick talk to us this way?
Little minor thing.
Old or new doesn't matter. If you've got the goods, I have no complaints.
I'm going to do my best, and I'll try not to weigh you two down.
Saori-san, Megu-san, Kuniko-san, we have customers! Let's get to work!
Well, time for the new girl to show us what people see in her.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Unless you're talking about that Pamela Anderson movie, right? Then it is barbed wire. You're right. Ooh, the clash of female egos. I think I might actually enjoy this.
Hello, I'm Megu.
Megu ugly.
Welcome. I'm Kuniko.
More like Cuntiko. Man, I'm firing. I'm getting them. Fuck these bitches.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you.
What are you sorry for?
Oh, Sarah-chan, come.
Someone
come
had to
sit
say
here.
it.
Wow, you're beautiful.
Oh,
the best of the bunch. Man, I am loving this place.
So, how are you?
How is this happening? Is this what Yagami-san meant by support? This won't help me in the least. In fact, it's doing the opposite. It's harder than I thought.
But, you know, I could make any prosecutor shake in his boots just by yelling, "Objection!"
That's awesome, you killer lawyer, you.
Jeez, why is Genda-sensei getting all the attention? For your information, I passed the national bar exam with top marks.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's a bar exam?
There you go.
You gotta be kidding. You ladies have really never heard of the bar exam? It's the
Good job, bud. Make him
certification test
call
in
them stupid to
Japan.
their face. Way to go.
I've heard of it.
Oh, so it's a certificate? Well, I passed kanji level 3 when I was in middle school.
That's not even comparable.
Kanji aptitude is a very fine certification.
Huh?
You passed your stupid bar exam how many years ago now? And you're still bragging about your scores? Seriously?
What?
Wait a minute. Sorry, how do you know how old he is?
John,
I have
you
no
can't talk
idea.
that way to a
Is he
customer.
19? Is he 40? I have no fucking clue. I shouldn't have said that, but Hoshino-kun was being such an ass. I couldn't resist.
No, she's right. It's a dumb thing to brag about, isn't it? But the bar is really hard.
Just like
Not
me.
everyone passes it.
Right now.
There's so much studying to do, day and night.
Oh my god, he's crying.
I have to do something to cheer him up, even though I don't want to. Compliment him. I must. Praise his stupid achievement. Stroke his stupid ego. Sneak in some bragging. There you go. Sneak in some
Is
bragging.
one's value based on their past accomplishments? I think their future plans are far more important, right?
Oh, but...
Oh, please. Cut Hoshino-kun some slack. His bar exam score is the best memory of his life.
So, what's he been doing all this time then?
Right.
Oh, now I feel really bad. Poor baby.
That's a lot of chest.
You know what, Hoshino-kun? I think my best memory was all the way back in middle school. But so what? It doesn't matter, right?
Mega-chan.
You just leave those woes to little old me.
Wait, did he just say Mega-chan? I am Mega-chan. Nobody summons Mega-chan.
Tonight, huh? Shall we drink to that?
Okay.
I'm so happy for you.
No, wait. I'm just going with the flow.
I know. And I like the way it's flowing, don't you?
I sure do. Let's get some drinks flowing. That goes for you, girls.
Dude, I want Papa Law to take that sweater vest off.
Really?
Get crazy,
You're
start
so
swinging it
generous.
around. Well, I'm glad I got through that, but I wish I would go home already. What up, Havoc?
Listen up, girls.
Welcome.
This is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. I tell you, I love cabaret clubs so much.
Me too, Genda-sensei. Especially this one. The customer service is on point. I wish I could come here every night and stay till morning.
Is he already fucking wasted?
Flatter us.
I didn't even see him take a drink
So
yet.
True. Hey, in case you come back, would you like to reserve a bottle in your name? You guys are lawyers, so I'm sure you can afford it.
Well, we're not a big firm, but you know what? Let's do it.
Nice one, boss. You're the best.
This is one thing that America has over Japan is hostess clubs. Like, if you go to the right strip club, you can do the same thing with a stripper, but she'll have her titties out the whole time. Like, you can pay her to just like sit and like talk to you and that kind of stuff, but at least she got her titties out. Like this, they don't even take off their clothes. Should I let them do this? If they keep drinking like fish, Genda Law is going to go bankrupt. But I have seen, I'll have to be seen as someone who brings in a lot of sales, or else I won't get to meet Akutsu.
Uh-oh. What's wrong, Saori-san? You're looking kind of gloomy there. Come on, how about a smile?
Yeah, Saori-kun. I was thinking, if you could be just a bit friendlier, you'd be the belle of the ball.
Do you guys already know Saori-san? You act like you're good friends.
Grind on your lap while you drink. I never liked the
Do seem
grinding
pretty close, right?
aspect of getting a lap dance. I like when I've got paid for lap dances and stuff, I usually ask them like, I don't need it so rough. Like more than how about just can the word be soft? Can we just do soft like touching and stuff? I don't need no grinding. It doesn't help me. That doesn't feel good for me. Like, it's like like that Always Sunny episode where Gale the snail is giving the landlord dude a hand job, and he goes, "She's just mashing it." That's what it feels like. It feels like you're just mashing my bits, and that's not my thing. I don't know. But this isn't good. If they find out we know each other, this would be supremely awkward for me. Not to mention, it would completely ruin my plan to get a meeting with RK.
Huh? I don't know. But would it be so wrong if we did know each other?
Of course not, but this does happen to be our first meeting. Silly sensei.
The first time? Is it really, though?
You're both teasing me so much. Poor Megu-san and Kuniko-san are giving me dirty looks.
Well, I mean, that's because...
Who's my decorator, Havoc?
Does
Her name is
seem
Julia.
fishy.
She did a fine job with what I gave her to work with. Don't you think? It's funny how often sex work is actually a lonely dude who wants someone to talk to and is willing to pay for it. I would say... Man, I don't even know, like, if it would be Might be even higher than 90%. Like let's just say 80 to 90% of the time, it's because I want like human touch and conversation or company, and then 10 to 20% is because I want to fuck or I want like I'm horny. This is bad. I need to change gears. All right. I will. Oh God, I want to see what happens. I'm gonna wait. No. Oh, let's do Genda's. Oh man, that's a tough choice. I want Papa Cup or Papa Law to get some, but I gotta see what happens when I sit in his lap.
They're suspicious of us, Hoshino-sensei.
What? Sorry, son.
But I just can't seem to control myself.
You used to work at Hooters, Lethe? I didn't know that.
Oh, am I being too naughty?
Hoshino-kun, this is inappropriate. Stop this now, both of you.
Aw.
Oh, excuse me? Can we get that girl at this table too?
Yes, sir. You mean Saori-san, correct?
Oh, me too.
Wait a minute, what else? Oh my. Please, everyone. She's only one person.
No, I'll tell you what, man.
New girls ahead.
When I was a regular at the strip club, like
us up. This is crazy.
there were girls that I would go to every time because they talked to me the way, you know, like we jibed conversationally rather than just looks. Phew, I guess that went well. Now I just wait for Akutsu to summon me. Mission complete. Oh, mission complete. What? Mission complete? So there's no mini game here?
Sorry, Sean. I'm so sorry we were
Denied.
Oh, please. I just got lucky tonight.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could have done better than you in any department. You're a natural at conversation, and so sexy too. I learned a lot, actually, and woo, I drank a lot more than usual.
Go me!
Thanks for the hard work, you three. I bet you barely got any breaks. It was one customer after another. What a night! We haven't had this good a take in a while, and it's all thanks to Saori-san.
No, I couldn't have done it without Megu-san and Kuniko-san at my side.
Come on, it was pretty obvious who the MVP was this evening.
Boss, seeing as you're here, does that mean Saori-san's getting a bonus?
That she is. Who would have thought this could happen on her first day? All I can say is, wow.
Wow.
Akutsu-san wants to meet you and show his appreciation by giving you the bonus himself. There's already a taxi waiting outside.
Yeah, this music give me Persona vibes. Yep,
so awesome.
For sure.
No kidding. So the bonus is real, huh?
I hope I get one someday.
Total success. Now I'll find out where Akutsu is hiding.
So, where exactly is Akutsu-san waiting for me?
Apparently it's a surprise. He doesn't just let that information out. But I'm sure it's somewhere in Kamurocho. And don't worry, I'm told there'll be another cab to take you home.
I see. Well then, I'm looking forward to it.
License plate of that cab was Ox.
If you need me, I'll be there in a flash.
Driver, could you tell me where we're headed?
Oh, we're almost there, miss.
That's a secret.
We're not leaving Kamurocho, are we?
No. No need to worry.
Usually, when I take girls to meet Akutsu, I get a little handy on the way there. You up for that?
Club. That's where I met Soma for the first time.
3 years at
Thought
Hooters.
it had
Wow.
been shut down.
No, I would have
Maybe they
done
opened it back up.
something like that if it was
We'll be
available for
arriving
men,
soon.
and I was good looking. Where I am. I mean, I'm sure it's available. Like, there's male reviews places like in bigger cities, but
Saori-san, I presume? We've been expecting you.
100 times less
You
likely
are
than
very beautiful.
a female strip club.
Akutsu-san will be happy.
But if I was a female, I totally
Thank
would
you
have.
for inviting me.
Good money, man. Really good money.
RK takes care of people who keep the
smart.
cash flowing.
The fact you're here means you have a talent for it. You're one of us now, Saori-san.
Why you say that like Hannibal Lecter, dude? This is how Arcade keeps recruiting new members and allies. They keep the hostesses who make money by giving them a fat bonus and some pretty boys.
If you would follow me.
Certainly.
I have a question for you, Alethea, working at Hooters. Did people just like out and out, like, did you get your boobs complimented on a daily or weekly basis or regular basis, I guess?
Here she is, Akutsu-san. Tonight's heroine, Saori-san from Queen Rouge.
Ah, and I see why. You're hotter than your reputation. Come here. Let me give you some motivation to keep at it.
I've heard so much about you, Akutsu-san. It's a pleasure to meet someone so famous.
I'd like to,
Have
big
a
bro.
seat.
Absolutely, I'd like to
ask
take
you
Katie
pour
there.
after a hard night's work.
But
this sake is not
we're going
cheap.
like
That's
Tokyo
cool,
is
though,
not
right?
Japan, like New York is not the
Gotta
US,
show my
so like I'm not sure what I'd want to do.
appreciation,
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, on to the moment of truth. Your bonus. 1 million yen. Quite a stack of cash for an office worker. Yeah.
It's a big pile of money for anyone.
Oh, even for lawyers? Shirosaki sensei?
Oh, he knew it all the time. Holy shit. Fucking called me out.
This lady lawyer came poking around before.
Except she was trying to find out about Kawhi at the time.
You see, when it comes to Kamurocho, we have eyes everywhere. Anybody suspicious gets reported to us fast. Most of the eyes working for me or Soma are spies in the police force. And now, we've got a law lady in the bag.
Is she gonna whoop some ass or I'm not sure. Does she
So
whoop
what
ass?
do you want with me? Who sent you here, huh?
Well, this took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
Was that a mug to the
You're
camera?
Just noticing that. You're slow for a lawyer, aren't
That was
you?
like a Zach Morris moment,
Oh,
like,
I didn't
time
mean for
out.
me.
This took
It
a
just
turn
got
for the
worse
worst, didn't it?
For you.
Oh, yep, okay, she does.
What the?
Oh, no, that wasn't her that did that.
Man, you were harder to find than I thought, Akutsu.
Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Real quick, just real quick. He was supposedly hard to find, right? We're in the same exact place, if I'm not mistaken, that we kicked the shit out of his goons the first time. He is sitting in the exact same spot, is he not?
So?
Wow. So it was you pulling Saori-chan strings.
Really hard to find.
Hell of a sight. Some piece
Jesus.
of shit ex-Tojo man thinks he's king of the hill now?
Damn it, Bobby.
Don't make me laugh. You're the worthless pile of shit, Higashi. Props for having the spine to show up here without backup. And after you barely escaped with your life, Yagami.
Hold that thought, because this isn't the whole party.
Huh? The only guy I really want to fuck up is so.
Yeah, Kaito! Come on back, buddy.
For you losers tonight.
Right out of the hospital into a fucking fight. What a badass.
Just stay dead.
I love this guy. He's
Nice
by
work,
far my
Saori-san.
favorite character in this.
We'll take it from here, but could you ring the gong for us?
What?
Nothing kicks off a fight better than a beauty ringing a gong.
Yeah. Give us something to get the mood going.
Okay. Well then. Gentlemen, do your worst!
Oh, is it gonna be like I thought she was gonna put on some music like Guardians of the Galaxy. And it was gonna be like, all right, let's fight. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Get ready.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Even arcade Aniki is getting in on this. Wow, the big cowboy boot. Oh, here we go. Fuck it. Now, hold on. What was that move called? All right. The bulldog. Double bulldogged him. Here we go, and... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh! Woohoo! God, I fucking love that move! Oh, when I'm grabbed! Oh! Man, that is the most useful move, the on the ground heat move. Oh my god. For getting up, it's like the most useful move that I've purchased. Wait a minute. When they're on the ground, near downed enemy. It's not the knee one. I'm trying to do a different one. Where? Okay, hold on. X. Was it just an ability? Might have been just an ability. Oh, it's the flurry. Oh, your health has to be low. Okay, that's why. Okay, my health is low. Show me what you're working with. Whoops. I don't want to do this fight again, but I do want to do this. Oh my god! I tried to fucking dodge. And I pressed both buttons at the same time. I pressed the dodge and the kick or the whatever button. Damn it. Oh, and I didn't have any X meter. Yeah. Nice. That is a fucking awesome move to look at, though. I wish you wouldn't skip missed targets. Oh. Oops. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. Pick him up. Boom. Oh my god, that's so fucking brutal! Wait. There we go. Yeah, this is it. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. That, we had our fun. Oh, I thought when I was grabbed I could do the thing. Just won your first match? Nice! Congrats, Suck. It's a good feeling, man. It is a really good feeling with your first win with Teamfight Tactics. It really is.
Show me what you got!
There we go. I love this. Punched him in the back. Oh, come on. Why not? Get up! I dare you!
Come on, bring it! Show me what you got!
Hold on.
Watch this.
Is this it? Oh, no. This is the group move. I want to do that wall move, but I can't ever get figured out.
Show me what you got!
Oh, come on! So seriously, all of my life gone? Didn't I dodge that grab several times and aren't I allowed to, like, capitalize on the dodge? I thought that was the whole deal with the fucking shiny move. Oh, that wasn't his, like, power attack? I thought for sure that was his power attack since it took all of my fucking health away. Oh, I dodged the normal ones. Oh, it looked like the same thing to me.
You're getting scared. Bring it!
Fuck you! I guess I'll do it. Where? That dude came out of nowhere. God, I love that move. Yes. Short but sweet, I love it.
Show me what you got!
Oh my God, are you serious? Oh, I didn't press it hard enough. Okay, whoa. Wow, that was my ass right there.
Show me what you got!
God damn, dude! No! 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 Tell me it's not all my health. Wow, it's close. I tried to dodge it, it just wasn't happening, I guess.
Suits to start.
Would you guys grab him or something?
Show me what you got!
There it is! That was awesome. This is the wall one! There it is! Nice finish. Finally got that wall one to work. Beautiful.
You can't run anymore, Akatsu. Can we talk now? Where's Soma? Where's he hiding?
I don't know. He moves around more than I do.
Your mama's pussy.
Really? Are you really just another one of his pawns? Just gonna cover for him and obey his every word?
Soma can tell when someone's lying. He's always been able to.
Katie's
I
using
won't
some
be
sort
able
of
to get
cleaning
away
product.
with bullshitting him. Friend or foe,
You're
if he
gonna get
finds
high.
a traitor, he stomps the rat dead. He can sniff out the faintest scent of betrayal. That's why I've always told him the truth. No point trying to BS him. In this business, nothing beats the ability to detect liars.
You serious right now? You're buying into some bullshit rumors, dumbass.
You just don't fucking get it, man.
Dumbass.
He can practically see the future. He was the first to bail from the Tojo clan. And usually, you need a shit ton of money to leave a clan if you don't want to be killed. That's what it's like to be a Yakuza.
Huh. Remember who you're talking to, asshole.
Just gonna say that.
But Soma, he somehow knew there was no future for the Tojo, so he jumped ship. With no money and not even a word to the bosses.
He uses some Pantene Pro V on that shit, though.
There's
That
no
shit is
way you
shiny
can
and
get away with
luxurious.
that.
That's what I thought. I said the same thing to him when he was leaving. I warned him, they'll fucking erase you. The bastard just laughed. He said the clan was finished. No way could they kill him. Then he had the balls to give me advice. Said I should get out too and not worry about it.
What did he mean by that?
By that point, the Tojo clan didn't have the resources to properly deal with defectors. Soma understood that. Sure enough, he left without a word, and nobody ever tried to fuck with him.
It's true. Soma was the first guy to slip out. No doubt the dude knew what was up.
Brought to you by Pantene Pro V.
Limping to its grave.
The new slogan on the
Soma went
bottle.
underground and built
That shit is
all by
luxurious.
himself.
And that's how you became his errand boy.
What do you expect? I can't control Soma. I'm just the public face of RK. He holds the reins. I've been cool with that ever since I joined.
At least you're enough of a man to admit what you are.
Akatsu, Soma's being used by public security. Did you know that?
Public security?
Why was Soma looking for Shinya Kawai in Kamurocho?
I don't know. All I heard was somebody hired him to do that.
Why is he after Kawana? How are Soma and public security linked? Give me something.
Jesus.
Doesn't it at least ring a bell?
One question at a
I
time.
don't know, man. The fuck you mean ring a bell? I don't know shit.
Wait. But maybe.
What is it?
Doc, is it possible that Soma himself is public security?
Oh shit! Kaito
Soma
with the
working
knowledge.
public security.
Whoa, good idea.
What do you mean?
Well, public security trains people to become spies, so they can infiltrate and collect intel. Right wing, left wing, anti-establishment citizens groups. You get the picture. They usually try to find a weak spot in the org. Someone they can turn to their side.
Unicron, Yeti Elder. Unicron. True, public safety is an intelligence agency that uses spies all the time, but how is Soma part of that?
So yeah, that's one way to do it. But sometimes a cop who's already in public security
Obelisk,
goes
look!
undercover
It's Unicron!
to infiltrate something like a Yakuza organization. What you get is a Yakuza who knows everything about the police.
The name of the chapter, Undercover. They're talking about, not me, they're talking about Soma, maybe. Oh.
And would be super good at sniffing out liars.
Did not see that
You're
coming.
saying Soma is actually an undercover agent?
Like I said.
You heard what this fool said. Soma figured out the Tojo clan didn't have a future, so he ditched them. You think some street punk's got that kind of foresight? He couldn't, unless he had intel from the law. That'd be a different beast. He'd have to know the Tojo clan.
Also, law enforcement wouldn't hire a psycho like Soma to do.
Including knowing that the
Oh,
Tojo clan would
Wait a
dissolve
minute,
soon.
yeah, they would.
Yep. And then after he gets out, what does he do next? He makes a place for all the Yakuza coming out of the Tojo clan to find each other, right? where public security can easily monitor them. That's why RK is still coming to ex-Tojo clan Yakuza like me.
In other words, RK was founded by public security to manage all the displaced Yakuza?
That's pretty
Sure as hell
smart,
sounds
man.
like their MO. No matter how many crime rings they bring down, another always pops up in its place. This way, public security doesn't have to start from scratch. They can just keep tabs on all the free agents.
But it's mind-blowing that they'd install their own leader.
Sure as hell sounds like collusion to me.
Chief Greenleaf, you said it.
Undercover public
You said it,
security
dude.
agent? Shit.
You said it.
We gotta move. Cut the fucking chit-chat.
Why?
Because they're coming.
He's gotta be fucking listening in on us right
Yeah.
now. If he's public security and heard all that.
Yep.
Get your shit together, Akatsu. What does it matter?
Don't you get it? There's no way he'd want anyone else to fucking know!
Stop shooting!
Hey there, buds. You want to come out? We'll stop shooting you if you come out with your hands up there. Sorry about the mess that we made with that guy's blood there. Oh, they're having a sale at Tim's. Let's go get some coffee and Timbits.
Damn it. They found us.
Wow. Right in the heart. There we go. Another chapter down. 2 more to go. 12 and 13. All right.